What is up, everyone? It's Ricky572. Return your chance. Today's January 29th, 2024, and we're gonna hop on and do a quick market watch. Today's just gonna be a quick one because we're basically reviewing Phantom Nightmare pre-sales for Gamer's Choice and then a couple other cards I saw in the market that we should look at. So we're gonna be starting off with the deck cores right here. It looks like we have the Voiceless deck core at $250. It's sold out. We have Goblin Biker deck core at $70. That one sold out too. The Shane deck core $70. Magic Spectre deck core at $30. Ubel deck core at $25. Raid Raptor deck core $15. Goatee Fish deck core $8. And Aroma deck core at $8. So the one I would probably pick up is the Ubel deck core because I know they're getting new support in Legacy Destruction. That set's not going to come out until like 2-3 more months from now. But it's one of those decks you might want to watch out for because I feel like this one will be impactful. So 25 bucks, I might consider picking it up, but let me know if you guys are picking up anything else from this deck core set. Looks like the Voiceless, Goblin, and the Shane ones are the big ones that have people buying them out. Take a look at the quarter century rares now. So for quarter century rares, it looks like we have Promethean Princess being the most expensive one at $450, which I think is pretty expensive because it's not like SP Little Knight where it's like splashable and everything. So I feel like this is gonna drop down in price, but it looks like people are paying that price point for it. We have Horus the Black Flame deity, the new Horus monster at $60. I think that's gonna drop down in price. I heard people aren't even gonna be running it. We have the Ubel. Oh, my bad. I thought I put Hydalo on here. Okay, so then we have Snake Eyes Popular. It was Populous over in the OCG. I'm still calling it Populous, but 250 I think this is going to come down to. Like I said, it's specific to a deck. It's not something splashable and everything like SP, so I think it's going to drop down under $200. Low, the Prayers of Voiceless Voice. Looks like it's sold out at 150. Skull Guardian Protector, the Voiceless Voice, sold out at 100. We have Saphira, Dragon Queen of the Voiceless Voice, sold out at 100. Magician's Bonds and Unity at 100. I remember seeing this actually a little bit cheaper this weekend. It was around like $50-$60, which I kind of expected to drop it to as the set releases, because if you look at the other ones also drop down to like $50-$60. So I feel like this is going to drop down too. The Black Gold Labs. This is the I think it's called Rumple Tump over in the OCG. It's sold out at $80. Priestess of Ashamed City, $80. $80 for Malwine, EMP Malwine. You build a Loving Defender Forever at $70. I don't really like the name. $70 is sold out. Veto's The Eruption of Dragon of Extinction, $70. We have Awakening of Veto, $70. This is in a Shane card, I think. We have we already looked at this one, $60. Goblin Biker Doug Charger at $70. I think that's gonna drop down. Goblin Biker Big Gabonga, $60, and then Goblin Biker Grand Entrance at $60. We have the new Iron Thunder card, which is kind of like a Solemn Judgment. It says when a spell or trap or monster effect is activated on the field, pay half your life points and negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card, then destroy all cards in the monster zones and spell and trap zones and as that destroy cards column. I wonder how that will work with something like transaction rollback, because yeah, I don't think it could pop if it's in a graveyard. I guess you could copy like the first effect but not like the second effect to pop, or if you could even do it, because it is a normal trap, it's not like a counter trap. So yeah, it makes you wonder. Enigmaster pack made at $50. Then we had Raid Raptor, the Rising Rebellion Falcon. This is the new, I guess, Raid Raptor. What is it? Ultimate Falcon that we had before. This one's like the new one because it's at 4. It has 4,000 attack, so like it's a bit bigger than the other one. We have Psychic Processor at $40. We have Mutamorphosis at $40. It says tribute 1 fusion or synchro monsters plus summon 1 monster with the same original level from your deck, but return it to the hand during the end phase. So that's kind of interesting. I could see that becoming like something that could impact the meta later on. Let me know how you guys feel about Mutamorphosis. Magic Spectre Orthrus at $40. Then we have Magic Spectre Draco at $30. Goblin Biker Grand Bash at $30. On the second page, we have Canon Eternal Machine at $30. Not sure what that does. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about some of these. Most of these I feel like are going to drop down in price. Because there's nothing really too, I guess, impactful, uh, like the impactful, generic impactful, that could affect the meta right now. Probably the black gold is probably the only one I could see going up in price. I could see Tears and Labyrinths using this card. Maybe some of the voices ones, depending on how impactful they are when they finally come out here and release a set. So we'll see what happens then. But other than that, I usually don't recommend picking up like quarter century rares unless I could find like a really good deal. But next up we have the secret rares. Let's see what Promethean Princess is at. I know it comes in. Oh no, Promethean Princess comes in ultra. I thought it was a secret. No, it's an ultra. Okay, so we have Low, the Prayers, the Voices, Voice at $60. The Black Gold Laughs at $20. Veto's at $10. Mutamorphosis at $10. Iron Thunder at $10. Goblin Biker Grand Entrance at $10. Magic Spectre, Arthurus at $7. Horus the Black Flame Deity at $7. Goblin Ridger Big Gabonga at $7, and Enigmaster Pack Pit at $7. So it looks like the secret rares from the set aren't really worth too much except for Low. So that's gonna be interesting to see what the prices come down to, since the secret rares are technically harder to pull, but I guess aren't gonna be like as in demand as the ultra rares, except for maybe the Black Gold Laughs. I'm hoping this comes down to like maybe the $10 price point. That I might pick some up. It's pretty hard to like go in on trap cards because a lot of the trap cards aren't really worth too much unless it's like really impactful, like Imperm. So it's gonna be interesting to see what this comes down to, or if it starts going up in price. But at $10, I think this would be a good pickup. I might even pick it up at like 15. And then Mutamorphosis, I find it interesting too. So if it drops down to like $5-ish, I might test it out a bit and see what it could do. Moving on to the ultra rares now. We have Promethean Princess, Bestower of Flames at $50. We have Snake Eyes Poplar at $50. That one sold out. We have EMP Meow Mine at $10. Psychic Processor $3. Priestess of Vashane City $7. Karna the Eternal Machine $3. Skull Guardian. It's nice that this is an ultra rare, $10 only. So I guess if you are planning to play like budget voiceless, and not picking up the quarter century rares, it's not really too bad. Goblin Biker Doug Charger $5. We have Saphira at $15. Awakening of Videos $5. Raid Raptor Rising Rebellion Falcon $3. Ubel at $5. I think this is a good pickup. If you guys haven't read this, you basically use a Ubel monster and any monster on the field, and basically it's a super poly target if you're playing a Ubel deck. We have Goblin Biker Grand Badge $3. Magic Spectre Draco Ryu at $3. So the best pickup on here for like I think pre-sale price would be this. Even if this were like $5, $6 after the set releases, I might pick it up because, like I said, Ubel's getting more support later on in Legacy of Destruction, so this might be something to look at. It could be one of those decks that could be impactful in the meta. But yeah, it looks like Promethean Princess and Snake Eyes Poplar are the most expensive ones from the set, and $50. I'm not sure if they would drop down in price. Let me know how you guys feel about them. First, super rare. Let's see. Do we have any super rare? That's okay. That's the super rare I wanted to see. Walls of Imperial Tomb. This is basically the new field spell for Horus. It lets you search out King Sarcophagus. No, it lets you search out basically M City. If this card's name becomes King Sarcophagus while on the field zone during your main phase, you can add one Horus monster from your deck to your hand, then place one card from your hand on the bottom of the deck. You can only use this effect of Stonewall of Imperial Tombs once per turn. If you activate the effect of Horus, the Black Flame Deity, you could draw a card. So I guess that's a new one, but I don't really think people are going to be playing it. But it is the field spell, and I thought this was going to come like in secret rare or like an ultra rare, but I guess they just decided to throw it in as a super rare. Let me know how many of these you guys might be playing in the deck. Is this a 3 of or like a 1 of? Because it does search out M City, which searches you out King Sarcophagus and stuff, but we'll see how many of these players decide to run. White Sardine $1. Terrors of Afterwood. This is a new trap card at $1. Is there anything I should be looking at? I guess the Ubel stuff isn't too bad to pick up at $1 either. Like I said, I might be picking up the Ubel deck because it looks interesting. Magic Spectre. Yeah, everything else here is like under $1. Let me know if you guys see anything, if you guys come on here and see anything that's worth picking up, and if you guys think it will go up in price later on, I think probably just the Ubel stuff. Next, let's see, any comments that's worth mentioning. These comments are probably all under $1. There's nothing like over a dollar on here. Yeah, everything's like a quarter and under. Exceed Forest, was this a new card that could be searched out by that what is it, that rank 5 armor fish or something like that? Send one Exceed card from your deck to the graveyard, except Exceed Force, or if an Exceed monster is on the field and has an Exceed monster as material, you can add the Exceed card to your hand instead. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from graveyard, detach one material from an Exceed monster on either field. Then if the detached material was an Exceed monster, you can special summon that monster from your graveyard or your banishment. Or your banishment. What is that? That's new wording. From your graveyard or your banishment in defense position. That's gonna be interesting. I think this is the one that's paired with the armor Exceed or something like that. I forgot the name of it. But yeah, anything worth picking up here in the common department? I guess just the goatee stuff, because I heard goatees are gonna be impactful this format once they come out. We'll see what happens then. Let me know down below if you guys are big fans of like the goatee support. But yeah, everything else is cheap. Probably this Memento. Oh, I didn't know this one came in here. That might be worth picking up for me, because I just if you guys saw my last market watch, I did pick up a lot of the Memento core, because I heard they got new support. I already had the ultra rare, so I just went ahead and bought like the cheaper stuff, like the rares, the super rares and stuff. This is gonna be a nice addition to that, so I'm gonna be picking this up too. But yeah, other than that, come in here and let me know what cards you guys think are good pickups or gonna be impactful. What are you gonna be chasing for in this set? We're gonna have a Phantom Nightmare pre-release event, I think, this weekend. I think I might be going to GX Gamers to buy a box or some packs. Maybe I'll join the event and see how I do. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the Phantom Nightmare pre-sales. Now we're gonna be moving on to Centurion Lagatia. This card was sitting around like $10ish a couple weeks back, but it has started to go up ever since. Right now we have it at 28 listings, $16, $17.98, $18.15, heading up to $20.68 on the first page. So that's pretty crazy that it just jumped up in price. I've seen Manadium, I've seen a couple Centurion builds, I've seen Horcus, I mean not Horcus, my bad, Orcus, Horus, I've seen Tier Elements, and a couple purely decks, Labyrinth decks, and Top Cut. So maybe that's why it's going up, because Centurion is putting up, I guess, numbers at events. And I did recently see a new Centurion build with Crystal Beast that kind of impressed me. I'll put it up here so you guys could check it out. But that was pretty impressive how that person was able to use Crystal Beast and Centurions, since Crystal Beasts are placed in like the spell and trap card zone. It was interesting to see that build. So right here, if you guys want to take a look at it. But yeah, Lagatia is going up in price. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Do you guys think it's gonna continue to go up, or is it gonna come down? Number 90, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. Hopefully you guys already sold yours when it was around 60ish. We are getting a reprint for it in February, so you guys still have some time before then to get rid of it. It's currently at $52, $52, $53.99, $54.99, $54.99, and $55.97. So between like $52 and $55. If you aren't using this, I know it's used a lot in Horus because it provides a negate for them. But if you guys aren't using the deck and can live without it for a couple more weeks, then I would say sell it off and wait for the reprint to come. Because once the reprint comes out, I'm pretty sure this will be like a $20 card, even like $10. We have Heritage of the Chalice going up in price. I remember buying this a couple weeks back for like around $5ish, but right now we have it coming back up a little bit. We're going to be taking a look at the Ultra Rare first. And I think that's because of Flame Swordsman. People are saying that you can mix like Flame Swordsman cards with the, I guess, Infernobles. And I don't know. It's just a thing that's going around. I know the field spell for the Noble Arm Museum was going up to, we took a look at that last week. Right now we have 29 listings on the market. And we have it at $12.99, heading up to $15.49. $15.50, $15.59, and $14.99. So basically heading up to the $15 price point for Heritage of the Chalice, and it doesn't have any other reprints except for this one and this one. So It's gonna be a little bit hard to get these if you haven't got them already. 37 listings for the Secret Rare. We have one listing over here at $9.99. Then you go to $12.49, $11.50, $12.99, $13, $13, and $14. So yeah, they are starting to go up in price. I think it's just hype. I don't really believe in the Flame Swordsman cards too much, but if you guys do, let me know down below. And let me know if you guys think Heritage of the Chalice is going to continue to go up in price. Sprite Blue is actually coming down in price for the OT. It does have another Secret Rare, which is actually coming down in price too, which is surprising because I've seen a couple of Sprite builds topping events. So that makes me wonder why people aren't picking these up. Maybe they're like bored of sprites or something. Or maybe they're scared that the Rarity collection is going to have Sprite cards in there, because we did see a couple of Power of Element cards mentioned on the Rarity collection thing, so maybe that's why. But we have Sprite Blue, the OT, at 35 listings. Looks like we have it at $19.98, $23.77, $24, $24.22, $24.44, and $24.70, $24.80. So under $25. This card was hitting like $30 a couple weeks back, but now it's kind of going down. Let's take a look at the Secret Rare, because I know the Secret Rare was like a $20 card. Looks like the Secret Rare Sprite Blue is at 86 listings, and we have it at 1740, 1641, 1642, 1840, 1845, and 1750. So it's under $20 again. Let me know down below if you guys think Sprite Blue is a good pickup, or should we stay away from it because it might be in the Rarity collection too. I wanted to take a look at Zeus because it just got a reprint in a 2-player starter set, which I actually heard players say that it kind of sucks, but I looked at it and I think it's a good entry level starter set for someone who's actually just entering the game. Obviously for us, like more experienced players, it's going to feel slow, but if you plan on playing with someone who doesn't really know the game too much, I think it's a nice little starter set to play with them. But Zeus did get a reprint in there, and it's an ultra rare. We have it sitting at 15 listings. We have it at $12.90, $12, $12.93, $12.95, $13.46, $13.69, and $13.99. So almost a $14 ultra rare for this one. I would just pick up the starter set because it's like $20. So for $6 more, you get like more cards for it. We have the Secret Rare at 72 listings. This is from Phantom Rage. We have it at $15.95, $15.95, $15.95, $14.98, and $16.38. So like around $15, $16-ish for the Secret Rare. I thought these were actually going to come down a little bit more because of this, but I guess they're still holding around like the $13, $15 price point. We have the Secret Rare from Monster's Revenge. This one looks like it's at $13.51 for the cheapest listing. Then we have $15.54. $15.95, $15, and $15.99. So yeah, it's still holding up there around the $15 price point. Same for this ultra rare, I think, from the 2021 10s. 1342, 1243, 1250, 1250, 1175, and 1383. So like a $12, $13 card for this ultra rare. Like I said, if you're looking for a Zeus, I would just get the starter set because it comes with the Zeus, and for $20 you get like a couple more cards for the Zeus too. But let me know down below if you guys could see Zeus coming back up in price, or is it going to come down even further. We don't have too many people listing the one from the starter set since it's only a 15 listing, so maybe I could see it dropping down a little bit more once more people pick up this 2-player set, if they pick it up. And the last 2 cards we're going to be talking about is Bonfire and Transaction Rollback. This is just our weekly update on these cards since they're new. We have Bonfire coming back down in price. It was sitting over 100 over the weekend, but right now we have a couple more people trying to fire sell it. We have 96.91, 97.45, 98.79, and then 99.99 for our first verified. $99 right there, and then $101.98, $103.37 on the first page. So we have a couple people trying to fire sell it under 100, and they are selling at like $97.90, $102, $115, $108. So we have sales above the $100 price point. But I feel as this set gets opened a little bit more and more people start to fire sell, it might drop back down in price. We'll see what happens though. I could be wrong, and this card just shoots up like SP Little Knight, going up to like 135 right now. Transaction Rollback. This one's actually coming down in price. We had this sitting around like $40-ish earlier this weekend. Right now we have a couple listings at $32.90, $33.79, $33.90, $33.90, and $33.94 on the first page. So it's under $35 now. Trap cards are a little bit harder to go in on since a lot of them don't really hold a lot of value. It's mostly like spell cards and monster cards that do that. So when I see a trap card going kind of this high up in price, I kind of try to stay away from it unless it's like really impactful, like infinite impermanence. But right now, transaction rollback at $33. If you are planning to play like Labyrinth, or I think even Tears could use this because they could dump this into the graveyard and use that Mayakashi trap card to lock people out and like floodgate them from using their, I think it's special summoning effects, right? I think it locks them out of special summoning. So they could do that pretty consistently by just dumping this into the graveyard and the Mayakashi trap card. But $33 for this card, I think it's a good pickup if you are planning to play Labyrinth. Just give yourself that extra boost to the deck. Let me know down below how you guys feel about transaction rollback, and if you guys think it's a good pickup at $33-ish, or should we wait for it to drop a little bit more in price. That's going to be it for today's Market Watch, though. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return Your Chance. This is Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.